Word up, word up. What's going on, drivers? Driver man right here, aka Jose. Welcome back, or if you're new, welcome. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I found while I was going through the news today. I had heard this term before, ghost kitchen, and basically what a ghost kitchen generally is like an off-site, or sometimes it can be on-site area for specific types of tasks. Like an example, in a restaurant, they might have a separate area or a separate room within the same location, it can be, that's specifically dedicated to making delivery orders or to-go orders, for example. Sometimes they're off-site, and they could be maybe miles down the road, and they're in a warehouse with the right equipment, kitchen and tools and food that they need so that they can make this food specifically for delivery. Now, there are a lot of these apparently, and third-party services use these. However, what I didn't know was that DoorDash actually owns one in the Bay Area, home of Tony over at Team LMDU. What up, buddy? Shout out to you. In your area, DoorDash recently opened one of these kitchen infrastructures. So they provide a kitchen infrastructure that is rented out. So they rent it out to restaurants. One, for example, would be Chick-fil-A, because it's to big restaurants that have multiple locations, generally like a franchise. And this has allowed Chick-fil-A to expand into new areas that they hadn't reached before with their regular restaurants. Because sometimes, apparently, it's more cost-effective to just rent out one of these like third-party kitchens as opposed to setting up a whole new restaurant altogether. It's a lot. Apparently, it's a lot of money, and it takes, of course, the inclination to do so. But yeah, I didn't know that. In addition to the money that DoorDash makes off of the deliveries from the restaurants and the markup and things like that, and the service charges and delivery charges, now they also make money off of providing a separate ghost kitchen that people pay them rent for. So I just thought that was interesting. I did not know about that. This was something that I just found out while I was scrolling through, and it is extremely common. A lot of people have their own, and then other people sometimes will rent somebody else's. And some people do both. They'll have their own in one area and then rent third-party kitchen infrastructure in another area to reach customers that maybe they were not able to reach before, and increase revenue and all that good stuff. Wow. Very interesting stuff. So I suppose that could be maybe one source of the, the tips that they were stealing from drivers. Maybe that's where that was going, was so that they could open up that kitchen, separate ghost kitchen in the Bay Area. Maybe. I mean, I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? But this idea definitely sounds business savvy as far as having these, and I guess it's good for people who maybe live in more remote areas so that they can still get the food that they'd like to get. Do it, baby, and get those munchies. That is a true do it, baby thing. If you can get food that you weren't able to access before, thanks to these ghost kitchens, there's nothing wrong with that. And if it creates more job offer opportunities for drivers, then even better, more money and more money, more power to the drivers. That's all I got to say. Anywho, I'll leave a link to the article that I found below, just so whenever I provide information like this, there will always be a link to the source in the description below. You might have to scroll a little bit to get to it, but I always provide a link to the article if it's information that I found. If I'm just telling, something from my own personal experience, of course, there's no link. I'm just telling you, something that happened with me. But yeah, there's always a way to get the original information or more details if you want, or if you just want to fact check me, that's okay too, and then call me out, if I make a mistake, which I don't think I have yet, but hey, you know what they say, there's a first time for everything, especially when you're only human, right? So, yeah, alright, well, you guys have a fantastic week. I'm gonna rock it. Do it, baby!